Well, I swear, I couldn't get something out of my mouth. I had like a hair or something in it, but here we are. Welcome to the Overland Podcast. We are live on the
Yes, we
Overland
are.
Podcast. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing all right, buddy. How are you?
Man, I'm all right. I'm all right. It's been crazy. We've been prepping
Yeah,
for a backpacking trip. We got stuff everywhere.
I saw
I
that
know you just got back from Go Explore
from
trip.
Go Explorer. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all had amazing weather up there.
Oh, it was an
Uh,
incredible weekend.
That's good. That's good. Well, we'll
Yep.
talk about it. We've got a lot of deals that we're going to share. We got some new products that we're going to share, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. Here we go.
Yep.
Stand by.
Right on.
Thank you for joining us on the Overland Podcast, brought to you by Professor Bats and Friends. We love to talk about it all: the gear we like to use, the places we like to go, and the things we like to do. Sometimes we'll have guests. Sometimes it'll be just us. You never know what you might get. But you always have Bats Off-Road and the Professor. Thank you for joining us. No pros, just bros on this show. Here we go. Oh man, here we are. Taco Tuesday. We actually had tacos today. We had
Yeah.
I made steak Sunday night. We had I don't eat on Mondays, so we had it left over for today. We had some steak tacos for dinner with some pupusas.
Yeah.
Man,
That's fun.
mm,
We
man, that's
had
good.
leftover Panera bread.
Oh,
Yeah. They,
just bread, or do you have any meat with it?
well, no, it was all the fixings. It was like this
Oh,
neat
okay, like a
box. It had a
sandwich.
sandwich in it and
Sandwich.
some chips and a cookie
Do
and
you say sandwich or do you say
s-
sandwich?
sandwich. It had a sandwich in it.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
Sandwich. Yo.
Okay. Well, hey.
Yeah, no, they had extra. They catered in Arla's work, and she brought home some of the leftovers. So
Oh my
Tate,
goodness. Tate, all the way from Oklahoma. Now, Tate, let me ask you. I don't know. Are you an Oklahoma fan or an Oklahoma State fan? Because the Bedlam was pretty exciting this past weekend. Oklahoma State pulling the upset, or was it an upset? I don't know. So,
yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Side
let us know.
EMT's on here. Travis, thank you for joining
Hey,
us. Uh,
Travis.
been on here. Oh, he
Yeah,
don't like either
I,
one of them. He's a Horn
I was
fan.
gonna
Okay,
say
all
I
right.
thought he was one of those tea sippers.
Well, I saw on I saw on the Okie Overland page that they had the Bedlam playing,
Yeah,
so, and I'm sure they probably had a lot of fans coming in there. But I don't know anything about Oklahoma or Oklahoma State. I just don't understand how two teams can survive in one state like that. So,
well, you
but
know what I realized also this past weekend is the Bedlam is not just specific to football.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
they play each other in every sport.
they have the Bedlam, whatever it is. The Bedlam is in every sport.
Bedlam,
Bedlam,
Bedlam.
Battle of the Bedlam, whatever that is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It's like they get in the bed and just go at it. Yeah. Oh, well, we were talking about what to do on the show, and for the it's the last year for Bedlam. What?
What?
They not doing that anymore? Is it kind of old school now? Over? Are they over? Hmm.
They just casting away tradition?
Oh my goodness. So Tate's on here and Okie Overland's on here, and so we got some pokes, which that is not Boomer Sooners, I'm assuming.
No, and it's not poke
Oh,
salad
that's
either.
right. OU's going to the SEC, so they won't be doing that anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Congrats to Arkansas on the swamp win. We were pretty excited about that. Any
I
win
know,
we get is a good win.
dude.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I was riding with Brad on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and Ole Miss was playing at the same time the Razorbacks were playing, and it was down to the wire for both teams.
Mm.
And they both, ended up winning. But we were both so excited it happened at about the same time, or at least we got notification when it happened about the same time because we were in and out of service.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, we had talked about what we were going to do, and you obviously were on the Go Explore trip this past weekend. Now, I was on the ladies' trip 2 weeks ago when it was almost like we had built the ark, shut the door, and then God sent the rain. It was just
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. Our rigs just floated everywhere we went. It was absolutely awful for the most part. We had to go to places where there were pavilions so that we would actually have dry places to eat and cook and stuff like that. Now, this past weekend, it was a little cool, but it was sunny and absolute perfect camping weather. So,
Yeah,
uh,
I mean, it couldn't have been very much opposite, very
yeah.
much the opposite, because we had so much dust just in a week. Uh, so
Mm.
much dust.
Everything had dried up already, huh? Well,
Yeah, yeah, it
it's
did.
been a month since it's rained. It's supposed to rain here again this week, Thursday and
Yeah,
Friday, I think.
yeah,
But big event coming up this coming Saturday that Okie Overland's a part of.
yeah,
The Northwest Arkansas Rigs and Coffee is now going to be held at Backwoods Adventure Mods.
yeah,
They're in is it Springdale, where they are.
yeah. They're
Uh,
in Springdale, just they're on 412,
yeah,
412 West.
yeah.
Out
Got
by
a
the
good friend Mo that works there, and some good people that do that place. So hope
It's
y'all
going to
go
be
out
a
and
big
support
event.
them. I think it's
It's going
cool.
to be a big event. Yeah, Benji said there's a group of them coming down. They're going to be
Mm,
camping, and
cool.
I know Jarrett's coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, that's cool. Well, if you come down, make sure and go to the event. Yep, Jared with Steadfast Overland got the beard oil. I got me some Steadfast beard oil,
Right.
and I also got some beard balm right there. So he said
Oh,
he not only puts that on
can
his
y'all
beard,
can
I
y'all
can
smell
smell it.
that?
Yeah. What mine is almond oil and bay rum. So this is like a bay rum deal. It's called Title Holder. What kind's yours?
Mine says almond oil and shea butter, beeswax, bay rum.
What does it say on the other side? Does it
Uh,
say
men's
uh,
traditional title holder.
Title Holder? That's what I got. Okay.
Yeah.
He said he not only puts that on his beard, he also puts it on his skin. So it's good for your skin.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So if
Huh.
you want your skin to be like nice and soft and supple, um, you can use that. Yeah.
I need to put some right there.
You got a
That
boo
part
boo?
right there. And no, it's just that's dry. That always
You got
stays
some
dry.
dry skin on your weenus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can go like that and get Arkansas pinstripes down my truck.
Oh goodness, we don't want that.
Anyhow.
Well, this past weekend while you were on off doing that, I was working pretty much the whole time. I think I worked 25 hours uh, between Friday night to Sunday morning,
Dude.
and yeah, it was a long weekend. I worked at the hospital twice as security, and then I had a humongous football game. We had almost 8,000 people there between Bryant and Conway. It was kind of a big deal. So
Yeah.
it was pretty fun. But we had discussions about what to talk about on this podcast. Now we're getting pretty close to Black Friday. We got like 2 weeks till we
Yeah.
get to Thanksgiving week, and a lot of the sales are going on now. You can actually get sales on now, and I saw Tate posted a video. You know, one of them real close ups of his face.
Yeah.
That everybody knows. Him and Kyle really like getting close with their face on their videos. And so I get my phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're so close, like this. And they had said something about that they were going to post their Black Friday deals on their website. And I was like, oh man, here we go. That's already started. And I looked and look at there, got it pulled up. Got it pulled up right there. You can pull it up. They have got some amazing deals with 23-0, like $1,000 off rooftop tents.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
$1,000 off. There's $800 off a Kabari like I've got, and it's a lot better than the one I've got. It's the new one, and there's like one that's like over $1,100 on an EV2 Free Spirit.
Yep.
A lot of Free Spirit stuff. They got sleeping bags from Free Spirit, 270 awnings from Free Spirit, marked down $400. Goodness gracious.
I know.
And they have an awning room that goes on there that's marked down $300. Even the new Aspen light. So you can get a Aspen light from Free Spirit, a pre-sale before they even come out, and it's $700 off. This is a hard shell tent for $17.95.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I love the Car Connect on the Free Spirits Car Connect that goes to their hub. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. You can connect the hub to a car, and now that I have a Subaru, I'm looking for something like that. I think that'd be pretty neat.
There you go.
The Armadillo A2 230 is $400 off, and the High Country Series that's marked down from $3,500 to $1,995. That's $1,500 off that tent.
I know.
So if you need a rooftop tent or an awning, this is the time to get it. And he says much more coming. I'm sure they've been doing a lot of work, and they haven't had time to put all this stuff on their website. So that's just all that they've got on their website right now.
Well, they've got 20% off Lightner gear, Lightner bed racks and stuff. So
yeah,
if you need a bed rack for your truck.
Yeah,
that's
cool. Yes, I would like to say that Bats Off-Road is back. Last week was Halloween, and Tony was busy scaring the children.
Tormenting the kids. That's what I do.
So I had my wife and a couple other ladies on here from the Go Explore Ladies trip, and it's good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you. It's good.
We had a good time without you, but it's really nice to have you on here.
Yeah, I tried to watch, but it just wasn't happening.
Yeah,
too many kids to hide out front and scare.
Well, scaring the children is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Michael, all the way from way up northwest.
Hey,
Appreciate
Michael,
you joining us, brother.
Hey, buddy.
Michael's actually going to come on. I think it's next week. Michael's going to come on next week.
Right on
the show, and we're going to talk about Alaska. That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be cool. Michael
moved
to Alaska. He's not up there visiting. He is actually living there.
Yeah,
and so that's going to be pretty fun.
Fighting off the snow and the grizzly bears.
Yeah, and seeing all the mountains and all that stuff. That's going to be cool. So what I did was, I don't know about you, but I am on the socials. I'm pretty social throughout the day, and there has been all kinds of people that I follow that has been posting about the deals that they have, and I also have seen, and I'm going to share with you some new products that I have seen in the past couple of weeks since SEMA has went on that I just find incredible. I just absolutely love. So I'm going to share a few of those. So stick around for that at the end. But I know you've looked up some stuff too. But I saw, and you actually have some of their products. Mountain Hatch is having 20% off all their tables. 20% off all their tables. You got to use the code BlackNovember23.
Yeah.
So Chris Marler Equipment, one of our sponsors of the show. Hey, thanks for joining us, Chris. I saw where you posted you do not like the time change, and I'm with you. I'm with you. I like getting up and the sun being up, but at 5 o'clock when it gets dark, not a fan.
No.
Not a fan.
No, it's BS. Straight up.
I also saw that AUCAB is having some humongous sales. Their AU cabin is marked $1,500 off. So I know Chad with Overland Addict is a dealer, and I know CB Adventure Supply has been also posting a lot of stuff about AUCAB. So they've got 270 awnings. They're like $800 off, but their AU cabins are like, oh my gosh, if you have a Tacoma, or I think they even make them for Gladiators.
Yeah.
They're like, I looked them up today, and for a Tundra, they're like $12,299. So, they're expensive, but you can turn your vehicle into a home just by putting one of those on there. So it's pretty cool. But they got $1,500 off there. All Free Spirit stuff's 30% off.
Yeah.
That's pretty much site wide. And Free Spirit has come out with some pretty cool stuff since SEMA's come out. So I like that. It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you told me about, and I think I saw it today, but iCamper is coming out with some bed racks.
iCamper has a bed rack now.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that something? And OVS has a bed rack. So there's several different companies who are now coming out with bed racks. And I think just since they're coming out, they're not offered for everything. They're just offered for a few vehicles. But I think they're going to be developing those. I think the iCamper is just for Tacoma now?
Well, they have for a bed rack, it's just for Tacoma, but they have a roof rack for 4Runner.
Okay, roof rack for 4Runner. Isn't that something? Wow. You and I both use EcoFlow. EcoFlow is having deals all over the place. I mean, I can't even keep up with all the stuff that they posted. But I have the River. The River 2 Pro is marked from $599 to $469, so that's $130 off that.
Wow.
The Delta 2 power station, which is the bigger one, is that the one that you have?
I think I have well, it's not called the Delta 2. It's just the Delta, like the first gen. But there was I
think this is like a 1200, right?
Yeah, mine's a 1300. But I think the original one was like a 1000 or a 1300 or something like that. But
well, it's marked down from $999 to $699, $300 off that.
Yeah.
So if you're needing a power station, that's super cool. I would also like to mention that if you're in the market for some stocking stuffers, which I know people are, a good idea for your loved one. How about some more expo tickets? They just went on sale this past week. Both of us have coupon codes that you can use for that for 10% off.
Yeah, Joey
go to our Instagrams to see that.
Yeah.
I think mine's Joey the B. Joey the Bro or something like that. 10, something like
Joey
that.
The B10.
Save 10%. But that's a great idea. Great idea for some tickets for something like that. Now, if you're into backpacking, which I am, we're getting ready for a huge. It's going to be 2 different trips, 3-day trip and 2-day trip on the week of Thanksgiving.
Nice.
We're going on 2 loops. One's a 27-mile and one's a 13-mile. And if you're into that, I would highly recommend Tarp Tents. A little small mom and pop company makes super cool tents. They have 20% off all their tents. Great tents. They have the LI, which is the ones that's made out of the super light, super thin material. I have a 2-person tent. It weighs 1 pound. And so amazing tents. And mom and pop stores, and I've emailed them and they email me right back. It's crazy how good customer service they have. So highly recommend Tarp Tent, tarptent.com. And do you use anything from the company called Wagentech? I have their lights. Those little lights that I use. Those are all Wagons.
No, I don't.
Well, they have come out with a power station called a Cube.
Really?
A Wagentech Cube. And they have a deal going on where if you buy a 1200, you get a 325 for free. So they have a buy 1 station, get 1 station for free. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty cool. And I also saw today, and this is one of the things that I probably will be in the market for one day. Long Range America.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I know what
the auxiliary tanks.
Yeah.
40% off. They have a 40% off sale right now.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So if you're looking for some deals on Black Friday, you can get all kinds of stuff from tents to power stations, mountain hatch, tarp tent, backpacking stuff, more expo tickets, pretty much anything. You got anything else to add to that list?
No, you covered everything I had on my list.
Well, I wanted to talk for a minute about some of the new gear that we've seen. And if you've seen something out there that's really cool, I want you to comment on it. put it up here so we can talk about it.
Oh,
But
and if any of y'all have any
any deals,
any
yeah, any
ideas,
websites or deals
comment, let us
that
know.
you've seen, yeah. One thing that we both have installed that I have been super impressed with has been the WeBoost Drive Overland. This one is 10 times better than the last one that I had from
Yeah.
WeBoost. The Overland Edition at Rendezvous and also on the Go Explore trip, I was able to get internet where normally I wouldn't even be able to send a text message. So as soon as
Yeah.
I turned that on, Brad was able to do stuff. So other people were able to use it. I was so impressed with how good that worked, and it's
Yeah,
so simple to install.
Yeah, we used mine last weekend several times. When we got to our camp on Saturday night, there was it was the old, you have one bar, but nothing would load. You couldn't make a call, so there was something there. And whenever I turned the booster on, we went to like 3 bars of 5G.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
And you were
So-
able to download movies.
Yeah,
so you
I
could watch,
downloaded a
go to
movie
sleep.
to go
Yeah.
after, to go to bed. And
Well, I was
Brad-
working the hospital, and I saw you commented on one of my Facebook deals, and I texted you and I said, "Man, you got service?" And you said, "Yeah, with the WeBoost." And so I called you, or you called me, and you said, "Yeah, I come over here to be by my WeBoost so I could download a movie." And I'm like, "What? That's
Yeah.
super. That's so funny."
Yeah, it was kind of a strange night. I was the last one up, mainly because I was trying to download a movie. But Brad needed to download the owner's manual for his Midland radio because he was
Mhm.
trying to figure out how to turn the handheld speaker on. So we did that. Several folks updated their social media and stuff. So yeah, it came in very handy.
That's awesome. While we are live, and while we're right in the middle of this show, I wanted to throw out there. Travis said, "I love my hardcore lights. Great item for under $100 for a full pack." Those hardcore lights are really neat. They actually magnetize, and they also have a little indentation on the back where you can attach them to a one of the poles on your awning or something like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like those.
Isn't that the 4-pack that Okie Overland sells?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tate, let us know if you got a deal on those.
Yeah. But while we're here and people are watching, we are having a camp out second weekend in December. We are going to post the coordinates. It's going to be in Arkansas. We are actually going in with Budget Overland, and I hope you can make it. So we're not going to be posting this anywhere.
Yeah.
It's only going to be for listener deal, and this is going to be huge. There's quite a few people that are coming to this, so that's going to be really neat. I'm really excited about that.
We're gonna stay tuned, folks. We're gonna start dropping some hints here in the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you, you can maybe bring some fishing poles.
Oh, so it's going to be by water?
Maybe.
Okay, that's good.
That's
good.
Yeah. Can we do that? Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Check this out. And if you're watching, you're going to want to watch this. So this is one of the cool things that I have seen and I've actually looked at, and I thought about ordering for the Subaru. This is from Hitchfire. This is a kitchen that goes in your receiver hitch. Check this out. So it slides in your receiver hitch. It has a cutting board, and it has a little thing that opens. That has a sink and a 2-burner stove with it, and it just swings out from your receiver hitch. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? It is from Hitchfire. On Instagram, they are at Hitchfire. I think it's hitchfire.com is their website. It is a really, really neat invention. And I'm pretty impressed with it.
That is so cool.
Is that not the coolest thing? So
does it have a water tank in the bottom?
I'm guessing it has water tank with a pump
and
or
a
something.
battery?
I don't know, because that is actually a Dometic sink that's in that. They also have
Wow.
some more simpler ones that's just a flat piece, and it has two things that you pull out. On this side, it's a cutting board. In the center is a place to put a stove, and on this side is actually maybe a one burner stove or something like that with a prepped place in the center. So they have like 4 or 5 different models, but this model here is impressive. I just like the looks of it. Is that not cool? That is
That
so
is so cool.
ingenious.
Yeah.
If you don't want to take up space in the back of your truck or in the back of your SUV or your car, you just don't have room. But if you have a receiver hitch, you can have a full kitchen.
That's right.
Isn't that something?
That is cool. So what are you thinking? You're gonna do something like that? Put a fridge? You'll still be able to keep your back seat, rooftop tent.
I don't know. I'm thinking because there's another company that I have found, and this is legit cool. So a slide-in kitchen, one single piece slide-in kitchen from Nomad Kitchen Company. Nomad Kitchen Company has a single box that you slide in, has a sink, place to put a stove. It all goes in together, slides in, and is just something that you can put in the back of your SUV or your car, and you can take out when you don't need it.
Yeah.
They have several different models. Very impressed with their quality, and they're not overpriced. So this unit right here that we're looking at is in the back of I believe this is a Subaru Outback, and it actually slides all the way out where you can have room for several different things. I wish I'd got a better picture, but I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
But this model right here is only $1,000, and it's high quality. They have some that are a little smaller that are 800, some that are on one side, and then you have a fridge slide on the other. And so there's a lot of different options there. Nomad Kitchen Company, and it's Nomad Kitchen Co. Nomad Kitchen Co. on Instagram.
Overland Vehicle Systems has a box. Has a version.
OVS has a box. This is it right here. So
There
you
you
can just
go. See, sorry.
slide that in. That's another thing that I've seen. They actually have one box, 2 boxes. You can put 2 side by side. They have a double one, and this actually has a fridge slide on top of it.
Right on.
Very well made, very well priced, and you could set it right beside the OVS slide out kitchen, which they have, and it all fits right in that box. And it has a sink, prep area, place to put your stove.
Right on.
Yeah, pretty cool. Very impressed with that stuff. It all matches. It looks good. It's if you go on OVS's website, you can actually see they sell it on Amazon, and I believe that Okie Overland is becoming an OVS dealer, so you can get it from them as well.
Awesome.
Very impressed with that. OVS also has some new tents. I sent you a link to the tent today. They have actually iCamper mini size, which is an aluminum top, but they're black, and they are so neat. But they're made kind of like the iCamper mini or the Armadillo, but they've got a whole new line of new tents.
Yeah.
That are really cool that they came out for SEMA. So I've been really very impressed with them. And the last thing that I wanted to show everybody, and this blew my mind when I saw this today. Okay. Now we've been talking about all the different power stations. We've been talking about the EcoFlow, the Wagentech, there's Jackery, there's all kinds. Well, there's a company that you've heard of that just come out with one that is totally different than the rest of them. Check this out. Segway. Segway has come out with a 1000 and a 2000. It is, and get this, drop proof, shock proof, fireproof, and waterproof. They've got a video on their website of one of these units that is tied to a rope being pulled down a dirt road, bouncing all over the place, and they stop, and it still works.
Oh, wow.
It's waterproof, fireproof, and drop proof.
What?
And very, very affordable. So the 1000 is priced at $599. The 1000 is priced at. I remember last year I paid $1,000 for a Jackery 1000.
Yeah, it's like $1 a watt.
Right, and this one is only $599 for 1000.
60 cents a watt. Are you kidding me?
And they're brand new, hot off the press. Will be coming out in December, so you can actually pre-order now and receive it in December. So,
wow,
that just blew my mind when I saw the
Segway.
video of this thing bouncing down the road. I thought that's different because the one that I have would shatter in 1,000 pieces after 5 feet. Because most of them are plastic. I don't have no idea what those things are made out of, but it's definitely not the plastic that mine's made out of. So I think that's really cool.
I had no idea that Segway was coming out with a product like that.
Blew my mind. And I guess it's because of the things that I searched for on Instagram is why it popped up. But I've never, not one time, searched for a Segway ever.
Yeah.
Because I've tried to ride one and almost broke my neck. So I don't do that. But they're branching out, I guess, into different things.
See, that stuff doesn't come up on mine because, I search for things like food and dogs, and that's all I get on recipes.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, the Hitchfire, I love that. I think that's so cool. And I don't have a picture of it either, but oh shoot, the company that makes the Rocket Box. What's the name of that company?
Rocket Box.
Who makes the Rocket Box? Like the box that's on the top of my trailer.
Yakima.
Yakima has come out with a kitchen that's in a box. It is really, really neat. It's a box, and the front of it folds down, and there's things that go out to the sides. It's really neat.
What?
I know. You need to Google that.
Open Range Deluxe Camping Kitchen.
Open Range Deluxe Camp Kitchen. Who knew that Yakima would come out with this? And I wish I had a picture up there to show you because it's a really neat. You just need to Google it. Yakima Open Range Camp Kitchen.
Yeah. I've got a neat picture of it right here, but it's too late to upload it to the show.
Yeah.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, super impressed with that. So, there are so many things out there that are brand new. People have done a lot of research on what people will actually use. And so
yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff out there. So anyway, you just gotta get in there in your socials, in your feeds, and see what pops up. Unless you just search for dogs and recipes.
Dogs and recipes, man. I'm all about my dogs and having some snacks. You see this stuff because you're on there like 24/7. So
yeah. We also want to welcome Logic Overland as one of the new sponsors of the show. Love those guys. Talk to Sergio quite a bit, almost every day. And met them at Big Iron. You met them at Big Iron. I met them at Rendezvous and camped out with them a couple weekends ago in Texas. And just super neat guys. And they have some of the best coffee that I've ever seen, that I've ever drank. There's so many different times. Which one's your favorite?
Canyon Craig.
Canyon Craig's my favorite.
Yeah.
Campfire Kenny is good.
Yes. Campfire Kenny.
But I went down through there and I tried every one of them, and they're all good.
I think there's I believe there's one that I haven't tried. I think Rowdy Rhonda or something.
Ranger Rhonda.
Ranger Rhonda.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Rowdy Rhonda. What's
Roddy Piper?
Yeah.
The old wrestler.
No, the fighter, the UFC Ronda.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ronda Rousey.
Anyway.
Well, I talked to Sergio and I said, I'm not a big fan of flavored coffee. I'm not. I just like black coffee, just different roasts and stuff. I said, but your flavors are not overpowering. And he said, we want to roast our coffees so the flavor is not overpowering, but also that if you don't want to put creamer in it, or if you don't have any, then you don't have to. And I said, it's perfect. Every one of them that I've had has been perfect. So if you haven't tried it, try it.
Did you talk to him about iced coffee? How they do their iced coffee?
I did not.
Yeah. If you want to know about iced coffee, they have some interesting tricks on doing iced coffee. So
we'll have to have him on the show and talk about that.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
Just to have an episode dedicated to coffee.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
Let's make that happen.
Let's make it happen.
Sergio, we need to talk to you, buddy.
We're in. Well, we want to thank the sponsors who sponsor the show, Chris, Muller Equipment, Okie Overland, Logic Overland, and so many more that have went out of their way to love on us and make sure that this show happens every week. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week and enjoy your time while you still have it, because we're not always guaranteed time.
That's right.
So we're busy, man. Tony has got more to do than he can do in 9 years, the next 5 days. So,
dude, I took 2,100 pictures last weekend.
That is a lot, dude.
2,100 pictures. Now, the vast majority of them are like, weird, or out of focus, or maybe not the majority, but there's, you get that. But
yeah,
holy cow, that was a lot.
That's a lot of pushing the button.
It is. I had a cramp.
Can you flex?
Yeah. You see, I'm building the muscle up right there.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, hey, have a wonderful week. Look out for number 1. We'll step in number 2. Be looking on the Gaia maps.
Yeah.
GAIA maps.
Yeah.
You would notice that we are a heck of a long ways from where we started and from where we're going.